Hello everybody, it's McClintock here for PlayNation, and I'm bringing you a short video feature to complement my SolForge open beta preview that's going up on the site. Should be there by the time you view this video. Just wanted to walk you through some of the gameplay again with the decks I built. Go online for a quick match against somebody and just show you the gameplay of SolForge once again and see if I can get some wins under my belt. So SolForge's open beta has been out for over 3 weeks now, I think, and start off a little bit bumpy as most game launches do, but things have smoothed out quite a bit so that now you can actually play games without too much trouble. I've noticed that they have two types of multiplayer games. There's timed and untimed. Now, as you might expect, when you do a untimed game, there's no limit to how long you can take with your turn. It's a turn-based game, and it can be played asynchronously, so you can hop on, play a match against someone, and do your turn, and just walk away. And whoever you're playing against will just do his moves, and then he'll submit his turn to the system, and then the game will just wait until you come back to the game, and then you play your turn, and then you pass it back to your opponent, and so on and so forth. When you have a time game, there's sort of like a general timer for each player. Right now it's set at 30 minutes. So each player has a total of 30 minutes to play out the entire match. And I guess if you were to take too long on all your turns, you'd be at a deficit of time compared to your opponent who may be playing faster. So it just is a way to sort of keep the pace of the game going. And I imagine if you as the player would run out of time before the game ends, your opponent would get the win or something, since it'd just be like a disqualification. I actually haven't got to that point with timed games. So both those type of games are a little bit glitchy still. What happens is that I'll be starting a game. Like you see here, I have two ongoing games here. They're untimed, but it does feel like the game will reset quite a bit. I'll be several turns into a game, and then the game will reset. It'll go back to turn 1. Then I just start playing the match again. And so there's a lot of weirdness there. So I would say if you're wanting to do like a real-time match right now in SolForge, it's best to do best to do a timed match. Then you can be somewhat certain the other person sitting across from you is going to be there and present and actually playing the game in real time with you, and not stepping away to eat a sandwich and coming back in 2 hours, because he would probably lose. He would run out of time on his end. So that said, we're going to hop into a time match here just to be safe, and I'm just going to grab one of my mini decks for a test drive. I haven't really played too much of this new deck. I was actually getting beat up quite a bit by the hard difficulty AI, which puts on a pretty good fight. And if you build yourself a poor deck, you would definitely get beat by the hard AI, which I like. I like that they've made a very competent AI opponent that's scalable. There are 3 difficulty levels. I'll show you right now. So if I would just choose this guy and choose computer, you can see there's easy, normal, hard. Easy, the computer opponent is barely awake. Probably impossible to lose to. Computer normal is perfect for anyone who has some experience playing card games and has gone through the tutorial and has a basic grasp of what's going on. You don't need a killer deck, or and you can suffer quite a few mistakes while playing and still come out on top. Now with computer hard, you're going to need to be on your toes. They will not pull any punches. Their card evaluation is pretty good in terms of knowing what to play and when to play it. And yeah, it's a pretty good opponent to have to just do a quick test drive of any new decks that you've built, and just to get some general practice. Good thing I should mention with this game, I'll hop into a match really soon. I just want to get some stuff out of the way here. is that they have their monetization system, their in-game economy, which right now is largely built upon earning packs. These basic booster packs can be purchased just with the silver, which you can see here. I have a silver counter down here. I have 43,225 silver. That's your in-game currency. It's renewable. You can just earn it simply by playing and logging in each day. And just with that, I've been building up my collection quite nicely. At least opening up, 2 or 3 basic booster packs per day. It's kind of kept me going. And the really cool thing is that you always have a chance of being awarded a normal booster pack, which is a premium pack. And yeah, every day you log in, you have a chance of getting one of these normal booster packs as opposed to a basic booster pack. You also have a chance of getting a single card, and that means you can get a rare or heroic or legendary card just from logging in and just from playing. The game will still reward you for playing and winning games. I think it does a schedule of like every 3rd win or so you'll be given a reward in silver, and either in booster packs or a single card. And surprisingly, in the last 3 weeks, I've probably earned 3 or 4 legendaries just from these random rewards. So I would say, all in all, I mean, your mileage may vary. I would say still that it's a fairly generous system that they set up in terms of just enticing free players to come back and play, and to practice the game, and jump into the multiplayer. And even just practicing against the computer AI, you'll be able to get these daily rewards. So you can just play the easy opponent, the easy AI, beat them 3 times and get the rewards for that, just in the same way you do by playing someone online. So with that said, let's just hop into a game. I feel like a lot of my decks are in mid stages of development. Not feeling entirely confident about all of them, but it's alright. It's okay. We're just going to hop into a game and try to win. We're going to play a timed match. And now the game is going to... Oh, sorry. I didn't want to just play against all my friends. I want to play a random... Here we go. So as you can see, I've built up quite a list of quote-unquote friends. The game keeps a log of everyone you've played with, it seems. Whether it actually is your friend, someone who you've intentionally added to your list, or if it's just some random person. So now we have a taker here, Zergzarha. So I'm playing a green and black deck, using the colors to reference the factions. It's Uterra and Nekrium. And it's nothing all too special. I have Chrogias here, just like my big bomb. It's just trying to get a big strong creatures out, pump them up, and just overpower my opponents. Nothing too crazy, no crazy combos. So he's playing more of a speed deck. Here he's got the Mystic out. This is gonna get bigger. So we're going to play, let's see here, this guy, and then we're gonna eat him with this guy. Good thing is, he has a second version that's quite a bit bigger. So he's a recurring creature, so I get my Spirit Warrior now. And his Mystic dies. Unfortunately, I already took 3 damage from his Mystic, so not off to the best start. Okay. What's this guy? Everflame Phoenix, mobility 1. It's a legendary. I've never seen this guy before. 7/6, and then becomes 0/1. Oh, he becomes quite the beast here. Huh, okay. Something to watch for. So, let's see here. Can I make him survive? No, I can't. That sucks. Let's see here. Maybe just put this guy out. And then I'm going to put this guy. This guy's nasty. Oops. This guy's nasty. I want to get rid of him as soon as possible. Deals that much damage to each creature that player controls. You can just ripple damage through to your other guys if he gets through. Unblocked. Let's see here. I can kill him right off the bat. No way to pump him and make him survive, which sucks. So let's just take care of him there. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have put him on another block. Ah, silly, silly. See, you make some silly mistakes, and then this is what you get, right? Should have did the other way. I wanted the. Oh, we moved them. See, that's why I need to get rid of that guy. So it doesn't really matter if I put the call in front of the champion, he would have dodged around him anyway. Okay. That is fine. Don't really have anything good to play, though, that's the thing. See here. Oh, I should have. Oh man. Yeah, it's been a while since I played, as you can see. Just being really numbnuts about things. Anyway. Early in the morning. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's got more of these guys. Ooh, yes, yes. You can really see the strategy of this guy's deck. He's gonna move these champions around, dodge my blockers, do a lot of damage. So, we can get swinging for an attack now, and then actually I could enrage him first. I do want to put more blockers out, more potential blockers out. So, so just going for the hit first, and then I'm going to let's see here. I didn't expect myself to be playing so many of these corpse crawlers. They're not the usual type of card I like to use, since they have a pretty hefty cost to coming out, and sometimes that cost is not going to outweigh the benefits, since he's not the strongest creature out there still, right? But okay, so he used the adept here to move my guy. I thought he could only move his guys around, but yeah, he's switching around my guy. So what he could do is he could pump up this champion. So when he hits me, he'll hit me for 7 or whatever, however amount that he could pump up to, and then he could even ripple that damage to my corpse crawlers. don't know if he'll be able to do enough. He still has one more card to play, so we'll see what he does. Okay, so he's definitely gonna take out my old Corpse Crawler. And both of them, actually. Because, yeah. That's a really good, strategy. Okay, so he's gonna come in again, and I really want to kill him. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone who's strong enough to kill this guy. I definitely want to kill him. I want to kill him. Ah, God, it would be great if I could just... Yeah, having the two cards per turn is just agonizing sometimes. It's just agonizing, and when you draw your hand when you're at level 2 or above and you're getting like a hand of like low level cards, the feeling is almost as if like you're getting mana screwed in Magic. I kind of felt that same kind of stress where it's like, we're in like the 3rd or 4th rank, leveled up a whole bunch, and I get a whole hand of level 1 cards, and he's just gonna decimate both my guys now with his Flame Champion, Flame Blade Champion. Alright, so I'm in a really bad spot. See, I got a hand full of buff spells, but none of them would, all these spells would be good if I already had a bit of a presence on the board, but I just have 2 of these level 1 creatures, so it's really frustrating to try and dig yourself out a hole from this game. I find it's really hard to come back. And this guy's already powered up, so he's really strong. Okay, jeez. Better just block this guy. And just, it's brutal. I did make a couple boneheaded mistakes at the start with how I play my creatures, and yeah, you really can't do that when you're playing online. I'm pretty much toast here. The gap is just way too big at this point, and who cares if I can put out creatures now. Let's see here. Can you pump herself up? +3/+3. Still wouldn't survive the attack. We want to put the kibosh on him, and we want to put at least make him get bigger. It's like whatever, I'm still dying. Yeah. Okay, that could have went a bit better. Let's do another one real quick. I will say that there's wild swings when it comes to play online. Since there's no matchmaking algorithm right now, it's just a real free-for-all. You'll get paired with someone who maybe hasn't really spent any money, is just playing with all free cards. Or you might play someone who was a Kickstarter backer or who has spent a bunch of money on packs, and they'll have multiple legendaries, and they will have just stacked their deck with legendaries. Or even worse, you might play someone who has spent a fair bit of money and they're deep into the metagame, they're looking up strategies, they're looking up decks online, and they really got their game going. And I've encountered a wide spectrum of all these players where I'll squash some guys. I'll have quite a number of really close matches. Those are the best ones, where everything seems to be pretty fair. And then I've had the minority, I have to say, the minority of my matches have been with super powerful cards, super powerful decks, I should say. And I'm just really outclassed, and better decks, and also I'm sure there's a better pilot controlling the deck as well. So let's give that deck another go. And there's another deck I do want to test. It's my Hurling Insults deck here, but it does take quite a bit more finesse, I should say, and based on how I'm feeling today. I don't know if I've got the brain power to actually pilot that deck successfully. So we're going to do another random match. I hope to get a new opponent this time. Let's see what they have in store for us. Okay, so we already have someone who's taken their first move. Let's jump in. Oh no, they haven't, so I'm just taking the first turn here. So I'll start my play with the Savant here. And then I'm just going to, pardon me, I was just attending to my phone. It was buzzing, but I'll get back to that in just a moment here. I'm playing video games right now. Please, no interruptions. No interruptions. Okay, so I have a friend here who's also playing a Nekrium. Let's see here. What would I like to do to him? What I would like to do is play him. This guy's gonna get bigger. My Shardblade Delver. I'm going to Ferocious Roar my team. And I'm going to crush the Grimgaunt. Crushed. Okay. We'll see who gets our Savants going first. Savants pretty much useless except as decent blockers when they're at level 1, but once they hit level 2 and 3, they can be a very big headache for the other player. They'll just be debuffing guys left and right, provided you have enough spells to play, and you'll have to play a lower level spell in order to trigger the Savant's debuff abilities. So there's a bit of a balancing act there, and from what I've seen so far, the Savants from all the factions are, well, definitely from Nekrium and from Tempest, those guys are definitely a real force in the competitive scene. They've had a tournament quite recently, and Savants figured into quite a number of the top decks from that tournament. So it's really interesting to see these things play out in the metagame, and just to see what's happening in the tournament scene, since all that stuff trickles down into regular play and casual play as well. And my opponent is taking quite some time to make his moves, and I'm wondering if he's just sorry, that's, if you can hear that buzz, that's my phone. It's just really poor timing. I'm supposed to be meeting someone quite soon. As soon as I wrap up this video, I'll be doing just that. Okay, so here we have a chance. Okay, so we're gonna put out a recurring creature, get some value here. No need to boost him up just yet, and I'm just gonna play another. I have a choice of playing a Chrogias or another Savant. Let's keep leveling up these Savants. I believe I have 3 of them on my deck, so let's just keep going on the Savant banks here. And let's try and get the pressure up. So while he's doing his move, I'm just gonna see if I can reply to whoever was calling me. Okay, so I think he's just playing straight up Nekrium, and he's got a Grimgaunt Devourer. No way to really get value out of the Devourer. He's going to die to my zombie this turn here, so interesting. And then Blightwalker. If I had a way of removing the Blightwalker, I most certainly would. What I need to do is kill him with my Savant. Make sure he dies. Let's see here. And let's just do the battle first, and then I'll play either my Shambler here or my Grimgaunt. So I just want to make sure his Blightwalker died, since he was going to take out my Savant anyway. And then I'm going to... yeah, I'll go with the Predator here. Might regret that, since I have more than one Predator in my deck, and I only have one Shambler. We'll see if I regret that. But I ranked up. I'm rank 2, and I got my level 2. Well, he really wanted to get rid of my Predator there. Okay, so this is more of an even match. I think this guy's more my speed in terms of. Okay, probably want to put out my Savant here. Yes, and I'm going to put out Prowler. Yeah, it's a trigger, but it's got nowhere to go, unfortunately. I thought he would maybe put out a creature this turn, but he didn't. That's fine. I have board advantage now. No damage has been done either way so far, so this might be a longer match than the last one. I think we're pretty much even in terms of deck power and also play skill. I'm thinking, just from my first impressions here, just after 5 minutes of playing this guy. Okay, so he's got this guy who generates. See, I'm not seeing like ultra power cards in this guy's deck. The only thing I saw so far was the Grimgaunt. So I can trample through Deathseeker here. I probably should have reversed the blocking order there. But what I'm going to try and do is use the trigger off this Savant here to even get rid of this first version of the Deathseeker. So I can do that by actually, let's see here, giant growthing, sorry, magic terms here, enraging my Savant here. And then I'm going to smack his Deathseeker. And then I'm also going to, let's see here, why not do another one? So just do some extra damage. And let me see here, let's put on this guy. So he's not going to do any damage back to my Savant when he attacks in. And I am now slightly in the lead by 5 life points. Pardon my magic terminology slip. Oh dear. He uses Blightwalker just to take out my Savant there. That's annoying. That's okay though. What I can do here is, again, kind of going for the value. See, I got a Dreadbolt here, which is very useful, but it needs to be leveled up. Otherwise, it will quickly become obsolete. So I might just Dreadbolt him and then put out. I can't. See what I mean, right? Only work. This guy, he's level 1, only works on another level 1 creature. I've missed my opportunity to do that. So I'm going to put a Fellwalker here. And put out another Deepbranch Prowler. And then we'll see how things go. That Dreadbolt, that was the first time the Dreadbolt came up, so I wasn't able to use it earlier in the match. Get that leveled up, which is really important. Can't tell you how many times I got to rank 3 or 4 in the match, really needed a removal spell, but the guy already put out his level 3 bomb, and Dreadbolt would just not go in that situation. Okay, so Necro Slime got a bit stronger. Necro Slime. That's strange. Anyway, I have another Savant here. And I need to play level 1 trigger in order to get the most out of it. I also want to play my Grimgaunt. But anyway, let's put him there. Let's see if I really want to do that. Yes, I do, because I can just remove the Blightwalker with the debuff, and then I'll be happy. Unfortunately, it's only looking for a level 1 card, and I would rather play Ferocious Roar or my Grimgaunt here, but sometimes you just can't get what we want, can we? I want to make sure my Prowler survives. Then we're just slowly chipping away at our friend here. Oh, he's got his own level 2 Savant now. That was a wise move. And again, I'm sort of stuck holding the bag in terms of having a good mix. Okay, here's what we'll do. We need a blocker. On the next turn here. I just want a Ferocious Roar, so he becomes pretty big. Everyone becomes big. Or should I put out, say, my Globe Huntress? On this guy, +1/+1, and put the debuff on him. I'm gonna do that. Put the debuff on him, and then we're going to make him bigger, and now we're going to attack. Just for 6, but it's something. So he might find a trigger for a Savant and take the easy win and just take out my Globe Huntress, even though she's a pretty low threat on my side of the board. On my turn, I'm going to be able to play an Enrage on somebody. I don't care who. Somebody's going to survive this turn, and that will be nice. I also have a choice of doing a Sharpplate Delver. If I can ensure that he survives into my next turn, he's going to get a nice +4/+4 boost. In terms of triggers for this Savant, I could play a Flesh Fiend. It's getting kind of late to play a Flesh Fiend with any... Oh no, he turned my Savant into a plant. That's always the worst. But now I won't have that sort of worry sort of like looming over me. So, things that did change rather quickly. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can't put my shard plate there. What I'm going to do is put a Grove Huntress out, so then I can get a boost. I would like to put on my Fellwalker, and that'll block the Savant quite nicely. But I want this Dryad to die. Okay. And with our Savant, it's hard for us to do much debuffing. Okay, so we did that, and our Sapling is unopposed. We're gonna boost them up. And now there's only one standing, the Sapling. And we have ourselves a healthy lead. Although, what I've learned from playing this and any other card game, actually, is not counting chickens before they're hatched. We'll see what happens. I do have a nice level 3 Savant waiting for me on my turn. Necroslime, I haven't really built up the Necroslime at all this game. I don't think I'll start. Yeah, again, at rank 3, I could be getting more level 3 cards. That's always ideal. Let's see what he's up to. I thought my opponent was taking too long his turns, but it's actually me who's taking longer. As you can see, my timer is at 22 minutes 11 seconds, while he's still sitting at 24 minutes and 20 seconds. You do get some time back after you've completed your turn. Refills several seconds for you, but overall I am taking longer on my turns. Part of what I like to do is just kind of talk out loud, talk about my thought process and my strategies, and just talk it out. And sometimes I'll come upon a solution to something if I just talk it out to myself. And he just wants to remain, keep status quo here. He doesn't want anything on the board. He's no fun at all. But guess what? I'm going to play. It's really pointless to trigger this guy's power since there are no creatures to smack. So what to do, right? So I'm just gonna put on the center again, and yeah, I'll put out the I'll put out the Fellwalker. Why not? Going right next to him, and that's my turn. Pretty uneventful. This guy's level 3 Blightwalker. Can I take care of him? No, I cannot. He's ghastly touching him. Okay. If I didn't have a lot of viable things to play in his hand, that's fine. What I would like to do now is see if I can debuff. He'll only be a threat if he does damage, right? So I just need to play some lower cards, which I have quite a lot of, and then I just need to debuff him twice, and that'll be good. And so let's see here. Is it too late to play this guy? If I did play him, I'd use him to gobble up my Fellwalker or my Grimgaunt Predators, which actually might be okay. I'm gonna pull him here, and then I'm just gonna debuff him to hell. And unfortunately, all I get to do is 5 damage to my friend. But then at least my Savant is safe. Let's see if he survives into my next turn. Oh, another Savant! Oh, lucky day. Oh, lucky day. And yeah, lucky me, my since this match is running a bit longer, I was getting worried about making it to my appointment. Luckily, my lunch appointment has been shifted out by another half hour or so, so everything's working out just peachy. Here we have 2 Spirit Warriors. There's probably a way we can do some more damage bouncing. Let's see here. Put out another Grimgaunt Prowler, and we want to get this guy down to size. Cut him down to size. Yes, yes indeed. And then we're going to. I'd like to play another. I should have played my this guy here, but actually it's not completely necessary. I'm going to get this guy huge. And we're going to attack. People are going to die. And then now I'm going to use him to eat him and get really large. And then now we are cooking with fire. Ah, this is great. This doesn't often happen to me, but getting 2 level 3 cards, this is something special. I usually get so screwed in the late game. I can't tell you how many times I've cursed at my screen here. Ooh, I don't like that. See, that's what a well-timed and a leveled up Dreadbolt can do. It can just ruin your big bomb moment, just like you did there. Not pleased by that at all, Mr. Guy. Let's see here. Fortunately for me, see, I'm going to. Okay, so I can do 2 triggers, but that's a little unnecessary. We only need 2 triggers, so we're going to Ferocious Roar the whole bunch here. Oh man, I'm just so popular today. People are just buzzing my phone constantly. Okay, we got that, and now. Yeah, I'm just going for an attack here. And he's very nearly dead. And then I'm just going to gobble up his Spirit Warrior, assuming he doesn't Dreadbolt my Predator on his turn. Which I have a feeling he might. So I'm feeling a lot better about this match, obviously. The poor guy on the other end hasn't even been able to touch me with any damage. And now he's just conceded, which I win! And so here, we see here, it's saying I've collected my 3rd win reward. Seeing as... Let me see here. Oh, nice! So you can see here, this is probably like the 3rd time in as many days that I've gone a normal booster pack just from one of these win rewards or daily rewards. And I've gone a fair bit of silver. The silver amount is also randomized within a certain range. So, you know, tons of incentive to keep going. Even if you've poured in a little bit of money in the Kickstarter, which I did. I was like a bare bones backer. I just backed enough to get some booster packs, and over time they sort of upped the number of rewards that they've given out to their Kickstarter backers, and they've sort of what do you call it, retroactively applied the bonuses from the Steam Early Access from a month or so ago to Kickstarter backers. So it's really come out really well if you were a backer of this game and you're playing now. You may not have the complete card set or have all the legendaries, but you have a really firm footing and a decent collection of cards with which to build some decent decks. I mean, they may not necessarily be tournament ready, but someone like me, I've been winning slightly more than I've been losing. And part of that, you know, there's so many factors at play, especially with the matchmaking. It's a bit of a wild west right now. Once the matchmaking is implemented, there's going to be a lot more consistency and fairness to how you're paired with people. And yeah, I mean, for right now, it's been a pretty good experience. The initial week of the open beta was a little rough, but they've ironed out most of the problems, and if you stick to playing games in real time, you're not going to have too much of an issue completing a game, playing all the way through, and getting your rewards through that. Now, if you do find that you are having connection issues, if the server's bugging out, or if you're just playing against people who are, are just not being good sportsmen, and you're playing end-time games and you're just like leaving the game, not checking back in when you're close to winning or something, that stuff happens. If that stuff's happening, just play some matches against the AI. Like I said, the AI is a pretty good challenge on hard, and you can just play some squash matches against the AI on easy and get your rewards that way. So overall, I think it's a pretty decent launch. A lot of stuff still getting ready to be rolled out. They have their tournament system, they have the matchmaking. I believe the campaign is coming later still, but the tournaments and the matchmaking, and I think a form of drafting and trading is coming real soon, probably as early as the end of this month or early next month. So I'll probably be continuing to follow and cover the game as it evolves, and until then, try out the game. It's free to play, and I'll see you guys on SolForge. Hopefully we'll play together. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.